Okay, welcome everyone. It's another country, another live stream, but we back. Welcome. Sorry for the background. It's of course not what you are used to, but this is where I am at the moment. A little bit higher. Okay, there we go. Phew. Welcome everyone. Sorry for the quality, and you know how it goes. Now, let me turn off the music. Great to have you here. Wow, with the lightning and stuff. Yeah, this looks better. I mean, now you have 4 webcams. So I only have one screen here at the moment. Where I am now, I'm not home. Well, I am, I guess, in a way I'm home, but I'm at my parents' home in the Netherlands. So I only have one screen here at the moment. Everything I see is what you see. So I put the chat above my head so that I can always read the chat and I can immediately reply as well. I'm using my phone light as a as a light coming in. Cool. At least a little bit of light on my face, but I know, it's not awesome, but it works, and that's what matters. In the end, we're here for the content itself and not my face, of course. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. So short summary of what happened, and maybe you have seen my message in Discord. I always recommend to keep an eye on Discord if you're here. In the Koens Content channel, I wrote this message, and also in YouTube, if you go to my YouTube channel and you go to the community section, I wrote the exact same post, right? So I'm currently in the Netherlands. The content agenda will be a little bit different. This is than the alt stream today. But I'm in the Netherlands. Why? Because I have to speak at 3 events and attend 1 more event. So I have 4 events in 1 week. I'll be back on the 25th of November in the evening. I basically wrote like what the schedule is going to look like in the upcoming week so that you are prepared and your expectations are as they should be. So, yeah, currently here in the Netherlands, I'm at my parents' place, and because I like when I'm in the Netherlands, I really enjoy, of course, being with family, and all my friends are nearby as well. They got a very big property as well, so there's more than enough space. So I will be, in the meantime, if I'm not at events, because it's going to be a crazy week, I will be working from this place, and now I'm in this particular room. Sometimes I'll be here, sometimes in another room, but I'll be in this house for the content in the upcoming week. Now, if you're interested, if you want to know more about where I am and you want to see what I do when I'm in the Netherlands, just make sure to follow my Instagram, because I'll be posting YouTube or Instagram shorts there, like stories, not shorts, but Instagram stories on Instagram, showing what I do, where I am. So, welcome everyone. Hudson Hall, Pedro, what's up? Trez, TP, I got your email. Yeah, I just found it in the spam during the countdown. Red Web Club, what's up? AJ, Gabriel, if we don't break to the upside tomorrow, 10% correction. 25, Sambev, very late in India. Yeah, it is very, very late. Have a good night of sleep. See you tomorrow again, man. Trez, what's up? Maybe a Band-Aid, how you doing from America? Crypto paralysis, don't like alts. Sometimes there's great opportunities for the alts. So we're gonna have a look at a couple of alts. We'll be online for like an hour or so. It's currently 9 p.m. here, so won't make it too late, as of course everyone here will eventually go to bed. So Bitcoin is scheduled to moon. What a retrace. It's just a bit of a range, but it's absolutely normal, of course, to have a range. I mean, do not forget that this is part of a bull market, right? Look at what's happening here, right? So it doesn't really compare. So no worries. More than enough time there. What's up, Legendario? Welcome. Fear and greed index is going through the roof. Yeah, that's psychology. I love thinking about psychology, and it would, of course, be very nice to, I suppose, somewhat neutralize it. But it's, you know, it's the same in a bear market and a bull market. During a bear market, it of course like is low with every drop, right? So you get a move to the downside, and then here people get hope again, right? So the numbers go up, and then boom, and then you go down once again. So of course here the fear and greed index was very low. Now it's very high. So yeah, one might use it, maybe get a bit of a correction. Of course, we had the same here. It was very high, got a sharper move down, low again, or more like neutral. So definitely something that one can keep in mind. But you would need to move below 66K to invalidate a bull market pretty much. So there's a lot of leeway. But I'll be talking about the daily. We're going to talk about alts. I shortly cover Bitcoin daily. I don't really want to focus on the low time frame stuff because it's an altcoin stream. I don't want to lose too much time on Bitcoin here. What's up, Alpha Vision? Welcome, man. How awesome to see you, by the way, during a live stream. Because you always comment. You're already a subscriber for so long. And now you're here during a live. That's awesome, man. Really appreciate that. Welcome, man. Cheers, TP. Yeah, I'll make sure to check your email, but that will be tomorrow. Yeah, won't be doing that now. Trez, have a good dinner, TP. Victor, how you doing? No Choke, Trading on Air. Greetings from the Netherlands. Of course, for you, Germany. For me now, the Netherlands. 5-minute CVD. Not really looking at CVD. I don't want to go to the low time frame, but I mean, I don't want to go into low time frame stuff. On the high time frame, we have big bullish CVDs. Probabilities on the high time frame are higher to move up. Locally on a 50-minute time frame, bear CVD played out, bear CVD played out. Wouldn't really look at the 5-minute to be honest. We have a bigger bullish CVD, which is interesting, but what I would like to see is price to create bullish market structure locally, because market structure is bearish here. So bullish market structure with new fresh bullish CVDs as price is moving to the upside, right? So similar here, price is moving down, nothing is interesting. Then here you create a higher low on price, lower low on CVD. That's the first time, and then you have another move up, another move down, a second CVD coming in, and then you break structure. I don't know what's happening here, but many lines. Anyway, so but I mean, I'm gonna focus on the high time frame. What's up, Obelix? How you doing? Good job on working on the object tree, man. My charts are on another level. It's great to get TV under control. Yes, having an organized object tree will help you significantly. It just cleans it up. It's so much better. We're gonna have a look at the charts, guys. Just saying hi. Yasin, Slipstrom, what's up? Barcelona, Anton, BNB guy here. Michael. Okay, Danny, by the way, maybe a band-aid, thanks. Danny Stoppa, make sure to fill in this link. We will bump you up to the silver membership. Okay, let's start. In today's alt stream, I'm just like looking at chat and, we'll choose randomly. Always more fun, actually. But on a Bitcoin, from a Bitcoin standpoint, short update. Nothing changed on the higher time frame, right? So we're looking for a 5-wave impulsive structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Target area for 5. This wave 5 needs to be an impulse by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as long as we do not see a bigger 4, like the range that we have at the moment is nothing, right? It's absolutely nothing. You need a range of at least a weekly candle, and preferably more, right, to take it serious of like being a bigger wave 4, because you have a few 1-2s here. So you're going to be looking for, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and commonly your wave 4s are longer than your 2s, right? So at the moment, price moving up, volume moving up on a weekly time frame, no problem. Even if you get a bit of a retracement, you're still looking for price to move to higher prices on the weekly time frame. And then on a daily time frame, currently we are, let me remove this here, we're looking for wave 4s. So either we have here, right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Arguably you can make it a quadruple, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I know there's many options. I just have a double 1, 2. It's more conservative. It's better in the beginning, and then later when you get into 4, 5s, we can readjust. But you're going to be looking for the maximum wave 4 you want would be a wave 4 taken from the low to the high. Invalidation 77. This would be your target area. That's your maximum wave 4, right? That's as low as you want price to go, really. You don't really like to see price move below 77, but the bull market invalidation is 66, right? So yeah. Now the more bullish would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish green 3 over here, then start green 4, then move up for your green 5. Finish yellow 3, yellow 4, and then yellow 5, right? So in other words, even like unrelated to very low time frame price, I mean 50-minute, 1 hour price action, the probabilities remain higher for price to continue in a bull market and look for higher prices. And that is as far as I really want to go at the moment, because we want to have a look at the alts. So there we go. I do not have. Do I have paper here? 1 second. And usually I write stuff down. 1 second. Okay. I might actually remove my light and use my phone. Not on my own office now. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna, for the timestamps, okay, I'm gonna remove the light. You guys, you know, you're not here for my face, you're here for the chart anyway. But what I want to do is I want to write down the timestamps of the different analysis so that I can put it in the live stream afterwards. Timestamps. Okay, so that means check the, how far are we into the stream? 17. Okay, let's do 18 here. Okay, cool. Okay, let's have a look at SEI. Actually, you also don't often see me sitting down during a live stream. Generally, I stand, because as a, I know it's something I'm used to as a global keynote speaker. I really like to stand. You know, I'm a guy that like stands in front of audiences. So I'm out. I was only here for the face. You know, Odin, get out. Get out. Out. Okay, SEI. So yeah, this is the current scenario that we're looking at. The volume. So the most recent candle here has the highest amount of volume as well, right? So if we are thinking about an impulse here, then you are looking, of course, for the beginning of a wave 3. No, from the target, we already have 150% move to the upside. Not bad. We hit the support over here. Beautiful, as you can see, by the way. Previous range on the chart, so it's an important order block. Golden pocket as well from the low to the high on log. Daily was there as well. Resistance that I have to the upside pretty much starts at 0.72, so definitely still the potential for a bit more upside. All-time highs are still 130% away. But yeah, I mean, the probabilities are higher for a bullish scenario. It's interesting that even a bearish scenario here I have as a bigger 3-wave structure. So yeah, I mean, the probabilities, weekly time frame, but higher your 2 here is finished. When price came down, of course, we were analyzing this bit to the downside, and we were thinking here about a WXY, right? A double zigzag to the downside. And after a double zigzag, you then, of course, want bullish continuation. Now on the lower time frames, clear 3-wave structure to the downside, and we took the high. This was an 886 touch. Now for the ones that don't know, the moment you touch an 886 taken from the clear high to the low, right? So you have this move to the upside, create a high, create a low. If price hits the 886 but doesn't take out the high, any move to the downside is going to be labeled wave C, wave Y, or whatever corrective structure. Probabilities are always higher to take out the high, right? So we get a move down, great buying opportunities, to be honest, and then you're looking for price to take out that high as a minimum target. Now, of course, we took the high. So from a bullish perspective, we pretty much want to count this as a 1, a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this a 4 and this a 2? Oh, we can get a 2 in here and a 4 in here. 1 2 1 2, potentially another 1 2, but wouldn't really like to see this low taken on the chart. That wouldn't be too great for SEI, right? 0.3294. And that's also because of time. If we take a fib time from this low to the high, then this low here is made after the 1-to-1, which is fine. I mean, currently we're at the 2, so technically if you get a bigger flat, that's still theoretically it's okay. It would just start to be, I suppose, quite lengthy. I mean, look, quite simply, invalidation is this low. That's your invalidation. We just keep it with the official stuff. And yeah, I mean, yeah, you hit support, corrective structure to the downside, higher probabilities at least. This is a three-wave structure to the downside, not an impulse to the downside, which therefore increases probabilities to still take out the high in the future. But we do have some resistance to the upside, 0.72, 0.87. Anything else? Have a look at the volume. Yeah, volume spike here in the low. So the low has the highest amount of volume. It's most common in a wave 3, but this is clearly not a wave 3 because we moved back up, took out the high without creating a 4 and 5. 4, 2. Even if you would do this, then up this one, yeah. Only in a very bearish scenario would you count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then your wave 5 ends on the highest amount of volume, which is low probabilities, right? And you need to count impulses everywhere. So this needs to be an impulse, where also here, this move ends on the highest amount of volume in this local downtrend, as you can see, right? Preferably, you count this as a wave 3, you then get a 4 and a 5. You never got a 4 and a 5. This move is too high. It's too high. Not from here, I suppose. Or is it? It already is. Yeah. So, yeah, higher probabilities, it's corrective, and therefore you're preferably looking for upside. So, yeah. Yeah, but John, we only did Bitcoin on the high time frame. Low time frame is getting messy, and it's also an altcoin stream. But tomorrow I'll get back to Bitcoin. So yeah, okay. Okay, so there we go. That's one. Yeah, XRP. I don't really have too much to say, honestly, about XRP because I don't like the lower time frames. So we will be very quick with XRP. Let me check the stream time. Okay, 24. I'm just doing this for the timestamps, everyone. Okay, so XRP moving to the upside as expected. I mean, nothing new here. On the higher time frame, let me hear what's the confluence. Oh, we're at resistance now, by the way. Okay, so there we go. At resistance, moved above the point of control, monthly, weekly, and the value area high. That is where we are at the moment. So a little bit of resistance here. That's pretty much like your final area of resistance. These are monthly horizontal support and resistance levels on the chart, right? And then, I mean, you can add another one. Oops, another one here if you'd like, but yeah, nothing. Hey, yeah, okay, there we go. So this is resistance. Not a monthly time frame, right? We are still looking for all-time highs. This move here is higher probability a corrective structure, and therefore we are still looking for price to move up and eventually take out the all-time high. Now also here, probability is higher that this here is a corrective structure, right? That was the beginning of this range. So in general, we are looking for price to move to the upside, either a finished triangle here. This one is invalidated, so potentially finished triangle. And then, of course, here you're looking for 1, 2, and this is your 3. Now, highest amount of volume in the local move up is currently in this candle. So what you want to do on a daily time frame, let me open the weekly. So your daily time frame invalidation is going to be this low. All right, for a bull count. And then we have 1, Potentially there's a double 1-2 here, by the way. Yeah, I might, because of the volume, I might just count this as a double 1-2. So we have a flat here, flat in your 2. And then we have another 1, and then a second long 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Move this here. There we go. Yeah, so highest amount of volume in the recent move to the upside, highest probability. You're looking for a wave 3, of course, and therefore still 4 5s. Now your invalidation is this low. If you take a 618 from this low here to the high, then this is the invalidation for your wide wave 4, 0.70, right? As long as price is not creating a bigger sideways range, right, you just look for price to really move up. If price, however, hits the 0.618, there's two things happening. One, the only bullish count left is going to be a multi 1-2, where you have 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, or 1-2, 1-2. By all means, this has to be a 1-2 to keep the bulls alive, invalidation the low. Bears, A, B, C, and then you move back down. That's going to be your scenarios. At the moment, not relevant, not close to 0.70. Price moving up, increasing volume, wait for a range to form. Ranges always give the best opportunities, and you were in a range for a very long fucking time on XRP, right? So if you haven't done anything, then yeah, now you pump, right? Surprise, surprise. Not really. But now wait for a range to form, or have a very clear plan if you want to add into big pumps, no? But yeah, by all means, the probabilities haven't changed. They were always higher on XRP. I actually did we made a short on XRP. Do I have my LINKTREE here? I don't think I have my LINKTREE. 1 second here. Educational. I recommend, if you haven't seen it yet. Lachlan, the new editor of the channel. Great guy, awesome editing. He made this one, still a smart buy in 2024. And this is where I pretty much summarize what I did now is probabilities are higher to still move up and take out the high. So that's not bad. So yeah, very, very nice. Okay, have a look at, I just randomly pick what I see in the chart here. Where is J? Jasmy, how long are we into the stream? 29. Okay, so here on Jasmy. So the white box is the previous range, right? So we have wave 4 here in blue. Now a wave 4 of a higher degree tends to retrace to the price action of a wave 4 of a lower degree, which is what the white box represents, right? So that is your main area of support. Common target for a wave 4 is the 236 to the 0.5. In this case, you have hit the 0.382. Right, so that is still in your common target area. 0.00814 is going to be your invalidation for the bullish scenario that you see on my chart. Highest volume in this move. That is why preferably you label this as a wave 3 of 3 in this case. So you're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? One more move to the upside. Oh yeah, I have this. I'll talk about this one in a second. And what's this? Oh, that's the bearish. Oh, yeah, that's the bearish scenario. 1 second. Oh, yeah. So the bearish scenario would be A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a C. Now, the reason why the probabilities are lower for this scenario is because your wave C moved beyond the 1.618, a trend-based fib extension taken from the low of A, high of A, low of B. The 1.618 is still a target for C. Most common is 1 to the 1.236, but 1.618 is fine. It's just that once you move above the 1.618, probabilities go down for a wave C, increase for a wave 3. So that's why the bullish count is your higher probability. Invalidation is clear. Yeah, pretty much 0.00814. and you still look for 5 to the upside to at least take out this high. Now, if price continues to the upside and volume would increase, right? Increase, you are going to change this to a more bullish count where this is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, and you start your 3. And in that case, you're looking for price to take out those highs, which is not yet your highest probability. You would need to wait for price to move up and for volume to show itself. Right? Okay. What's this? I actually don't even think I ever did Prime. No. Okay. Ooh, not a lot of info. Yeah, so I never done this one yet. Okay. Highest volume is here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, bullish. It's like yeah. I mean, it's of course not a difficult count here. If you look at the volume, right? New high, lower volume. Wave 3 commonly has the highest amount of volume. Wave 5, new high, lower volume, as mentioned. And then your bullish count is, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You always need a bullish and, of course, a bearish scenario. So I am already starting, but I actually need to put the timestamp in. Our, let's see, timestamp is 32. Okay, so we have the common target for your wave 2 here. 0.5 is touched, which is already part of the common target area of a wave 2. Oh, by the way, everyone, as my wife is listening from the south of France, because I'm in the Netherlands, she is still working on her own business in the south of France. Please, because of course we miss each other, right? I miss my wife when I'm away. So please warm her heart and mine a little bit by saying, "Hi, Ashley." And you write Ashley as Ashley with double E. Thank you. She is watching. She's in the chat, 100%. And she is writing. She's writing on my watch. On my watch. Wait, can I show you guys? Wait. So, can you see? Wait. I want my. I don't want to. Wait. Guys, do it for our relationship. Do it for the love. Yo. Cheers, guys. She said, going to boot up your live too so I can hear your voice at home. It's on. And now yo, thanks guys. That's really cool. Guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Who got a name spelling correct? Most of them. Yeah, everyone. Except Bledu. Yo, holy shit. Oh yeah, so here she is. Ask Ash, everyone. That's my wife's YouTube. She recently, by the way, started her own YouTube channel, which is Ask Ash. It's about, well, she can explain it herself, but it's about experiences, restaurants, to-dos, real estate, and eventually she wants to get into real estate. So she's exploring the hidden gems of the French Riviera and beyond, as her slogan is. So, you know, if you're interested in hidden gems here and great stuff and real estate and experiences, then, you know, check it out. She just started it. Like, YouTube channel is absolutely brand new. On Instagram, she has 137 subscribers. I remember the good old days where this channel started. Don't forget, we only started the channel here about 1 year and 9 months ago. And I very, very much remember the early stage of, what's this? I don't want to sell market. Can we remove? Hello? Yeah. I very much remember the early stage where the moment I got like one sub, yo, I swear my world was like, holy shit, you know, someone actually subbed to the channel. Higher amount of volume. Volume is highest in the low, right? So we got to be aware of this being a corrective structure. If this is highest volume, preferably in an impulse, it's a wave 3. You look for 4 and 5, right? I remember it's in a way, it like now that we're at 14k 618 touch, so we can't count this 1 2 3 4 5 for retrace too high. But yeah, I very much remember those times. 1 2 3 4 5. So this would be 1 2 3 4 5. That's your more bearish count. A B C. And in the beginning, you get like, you know, you get one subscriber. And you're like, holy shit, you know, I got a sub, like, wow, someone's actually interested in what I'm saying. And then you have 10 subs, and then you have 50 subs, and you're like, yo, like, wow. And every time you get a new sub, you're so hyped. Still am, by the way. Every day the sub count is just that little bit higher, and it's every time I don't know how often, you know, like I'll be like, yo, Ash, you know, like, oh, we have a new subscriber. Oh, how cool. Yeah, it's still I don't know if I ever get used to seeing the number like 5 and then 10, and then you have 50 subs, then you have 100 subs, and you're like, wow, right? And then you have 500 subs, and then you have 14k subs. But it still feels very much the same. So in the meantime, by the way, of course, I'm doing all sorts of stuff. Your bullish count is what you see here on the chart. This is your bullish scenario. 1 second. I mean, pretty much your area of support would be there. Okay, up. But yeah, I'm really, you know, really blessed that all of you find Elliott waves interesting, first of all, and you guys enjoy being here. You know. Without you, it would be different. Wouldn't be the same. So quite a big area of support, of course. To bullish scenario, of course, continuation. I will have a look at the chat again in a second, so I'm just quickly count. This is like quick counting. Highest volume. I can't deny this move up doesn't look very bullish. Chuck. And then you almost wipe out the low. So if you want to count this 1 2 1 2, then this wave 2 hit the 886, take it from here to here. So unless you move into like WXY stuff, you might be looking for the low. Yeah, so okay, we have the highest volume here in the low, right? Which is in your wave 5. Now the highest volume in a low is less common for impulses. Wave 1, wave 3, wave 5. So if we do want to count this as an impulse, I prefer A, because corrective structures like a wave C, wave Y, you know, potentially A, have like can have high volume at the end. If we really want to count this bearish, because, you know, I mean, we can count the structure down. And at the moment, I can't deny that the move up here doesn't look too great yet, unless you somehow got to count expanding diagonals here. Never really too big of a fan of that sort of stuff. Now, Also here, very three wavy. Look to the upside, right? So if we want to count this bullish, we would need a 3 here, as in like WXY, if you don't want to take out the low. So I'm not yet convinced that the low is in. I would need to see more information. More locally though, on a, let's say, 4-hour time frame, if this is your if you look for bullish continuation, right? So this is your low, and then you need an impulse 1, 2, and up. Again, you need an impulse from this low as well. So of course that's your invalidation. Also here, highest amount of volume is in the recent top, which is most common, again, for corrective structures, unless this becomes somehow another 1, 2. So in other words, move below this low, 685, increases probabilities, all of this is bearish, and that you move below the next low as well. I don't know. The problem for this coin here, Prime, is that you have the opportunity of counting a 5 waver, and that means that it's, if you think about probabilities, right? If this was a clear 3-wave structure, then you're always going to be looking up, unrelated to local price action. So you're going to have 70, 30, 80, 20 probabilities of like 90, 10 even of continuation up until you get a diagonal, and then it becomes again 50, 50, but or 60, 40. But here you now have a 5-wave in A with a potential 5-wave A. This is very messy. You can see it's very messy on the chart. So it doesn't give like a very convincing feeling of like, oh shit, like this is the low and on we go, right? This looks corrective at the moment. Right? I would need to see more local price action to be more convinced. I'm happy to jump on the boat later, right? If we can pass resistance, support resistance area here, right? It's been proven back in the day, resistance, support, 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 whatever, resistance, right? So I'm happy to join later with more proof. But at the moment, I don't feel too confident. It might be looking for another dip. And if so, then we do have some great support. This is going to be your main support, by the way, which is this box here. So that would be the box between 392 and 277. The probabilities, by the way, so a lot of probability talk here. So let me just summarize this. On a high time frame, we can count an impulse here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Highest amount of volume in wave 3. So yeah, probabilities would be higher for the bull structure. The problem is just that you have a potential 5 waver here. So you can potentially look for an ABC in a bearish scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all-time lows. You don't know. Depends on what you get locally. Probabilities would be higher for impulse correction and look for impulse again. It's just that here I don't have like the most confidence yet, right? Because the potential of a 5 waver. So yeah, and yeah, it's not a. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Quickly looking here at all the Ashleys here. Ash, make sure to screenshot this. This is gonna be an awesome memory down the line for us as well. So what my wife and I like to do as well is we like to make photo books. We actually have to get to it because we're not that we are great with like having the idea of making photo books, not that great in execution. But we can put a picture of chat in the photo book. Ashley, IMX. Yo, good job. Oh wait, 70. Ooh, not good job, of course. 1 year babies in the future. When babies, Ashley. Okay, let me scroll down. I saw a couple of messages about IMX. Where is it? I don't think I actually have it. No, I don't. Okay, let's check a new chart here. Oh, weekly. Okay, invalidation for your bull market is the low. Of course, quite an easy chart here, because unrelated. So this has to be a double 1-2, or you're gonna look for an impulse or a diagonal. But in that case, diagonal is already expanding diagonal. Very rare, never preferred, unless unless. You guys know. I should put that on a t-shirt. Never preferred. Okay, put your 2 here. Pump. Oh. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm playing like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty when I'm charting, because you know, you try to chart as quick as possible and accurate as possible. Do you sell t-shirts and hats? No, at least not yet. I do have some requests of where can I get the hat? Some people already have hoodies that they won with giveaways. So I can make them, but a website is being built, and eventually it's gonna have a bit of a merch store for people that like stuff. Yeah, but I don't have that yet. It's the only reason I consider adding a merch store is because people in the community have asked about getting like certain quotes I often use, or getting a Kunz cap or a hoodie or something. So yeah, so of course your bullish scenario here is clear, you know, it clearly would be a double 1-2. You have overlap here between this high and the price action. You can't have a contracting diagonal anymore because it retraced too deep. So you have to only think about an expanding diagonal, but that doesn't, you know, it's low probabilities. Can't count an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the overlap. So a double 1-2 is your only bullish scenario. Invalidation is the low at 0.48. Take out that low, and of course you're at all-time lows. Like you're going down. Now on a daily time frame, did we hit this? Did we hit it? Oh, I actually forgot to put the timestamp in again. This is yeah, what's this? IMX, right? IMX. We started with this time 45. Okay. Did we hit it? No. So there's no overlap. But then again, I mean, if we do this, we did hit the 618. So unless this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Can we get an impulse in here? Almost hit the 618 and didn't touch it though. Also, again, the highest volume in your low. This is volume up. It's not too interesting. I want to compare volume down. WX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction. Is this a 5? Need someone to take the timestamps for you. I mean, yeah, that would actually be an idea someday. Oh, Bird's Nest, check the banned word list in Discord. That might be the reason why. Sorry for that. It's just we protect as much from scammers. So words that scammers use all the time in Discord comments that you see on most other channels are banned here, so that the comments don't appear. That's why the comment section is always very clean on my channel, because we put a lot of work in avoiding them posting. But yeah, it can happen that your sentence might not be visible. Okay, so this is like a little bit similar to IMX. It's not one of the clearest coins. It's just you don't have overlap between this and this, at least not on the Coinbase chart. It's very close though, because that would invalidate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an impulse. But I can't invalidate that on a Coinbase chart because it didn't happen. But this looks very 3-wavy. We cannot deny. If we want this to be an impulse, we need a 5-waver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 4 is too high. Hit the 618, right? So we can't really 1, 2. We only took this high a second time. So just because of the start, this structure, just because of the beginning, you would immediately think, okay, well, you're either looking for a double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, which means you need a double 4, 5, which then leads you to 3, right? And then you have 4, 5, 4, and you need another 5. That would be bearish. But even then, you still look for price to get a bigger retracement before falling. That would be your bearish scenario, no? So in both cases, you're actually going to look up. Even if price does take out the low, you would still look up. In a bearish scenario, you take the low. In the bullish scenario, you don't, right? But in a more bearish scenario, even if you take the low, you're still going to look for a retracement before continuation. That's where the opportunity lies, right? It's the confluence between two scenarios. Now, I would, based on the structure here, if this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, then your second 2 is quite a lot bigger than your first wave 2. While in a multi 1, 2, preferably your second 2 is shorter than your first 2 in time, right? It's just preferred. It's not a must, but it's just a preference, no? And you need a 4, 5, 4, 5, which means 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Now this wave 4 compared to this wave 2, a bit of an estimation here. Works. Now we're almost at the 5 though. So you definitely want the high to be an 4 in that case. But you're still going to be looking for an end. 0.5 is touched. Yeah, I don't like to count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of the beginning. I'm either counting this correctively or a double 1, 2. 3, correction, 3. WXY, double zigzag. That's your bullish 1, 2, finished here. Triple zigzag would be WXY, X, one more low in Z, and then sky's the limit. In a bearish scenario, I would prefer to count this 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then look for retracement. In both cases, you will be looking for upside. Of course, in a bullish scenario, WXY finished 1, 2 up. Bearish and bullish would be WXYXZ and then up. Bearish scenario, impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then up and then down. This is your probability, and then depending on the move up, oh yeah, you take it from there. I would still argue that because of the clear impulsive structure up here, I mean, there's definitely there surely is potential. And it does look better corrective, doesn't it? Else you got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. 4 quite big to 2. Second 2 is bigger than the first 2. This wave 4 is shorter than this 2. Yeah, I mean, it looks better as a corrective structure down than an impulsive structure down. So yeah, I would put the probabilities on double 1, 2 from an Elliott wave point of view, where in both cases, even in a bearish scenario, you're looking for still a move up. Bearish scenario here, by the way, would be this, preferably and then whatever, impulse down or ABC down, doesn't really matter, but bearish would be take the low, go back up, and then continue. And then this is where, even in a bearish scenario, come on, this is where your gain is pretty much. But the bullish scenario at the moment has a higher probability, where your invalidation is this low. In both the bullish and bearish scenario, we look for price to move up, either directly or take the low and up. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter at all. Invalidation is very clear. And then depending on how price eventually moves, you make a plan. Either you look for highs and probably all-time highs. If this is a really corrective structure up, well, you're going to be looking for price to come back down. And well, at that moment in time, I mean, you know, important resistance on the chart here as well, around 2.5. So, yep. Closest CS2 lobby on my other screen. No, we're not using the poll. I just literally go through what I see on here. Yeah. So I literally just when I'm finished with one, I just quickly look at chat, and it just makes things move a lot quicker. So we hit support weekly, monthly here on what's this, KASPA. We are 5.7. Okay, so KASPA, boom, bear. Okay, yeah, so your most bearish scenario, not the highest probabilities because of an extended 5, which is rare. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extended 5. Deeper retracement. In that case, minimum target generally is 0.020. But on such a high time frame, 0.236, 0.05 would be a target. It's just not the highest probability, but even here you would look for price to move up. Bullish scenario, higher probability, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Still preferably looking for 2 more pushes to the upside, so still looking for price to take out the all-time high. Common target for your wave 4 is hit. Invalidation is 0.035. And on the lower time frame, daily, so I had a couple of stuff here. Let me put this on. What was this about? We took this low. Yes, that's what the wine line shows. This is a zigzag fib that I pulled. And we shortly moved above the 1.618. Still a target, of course, for a zigzag daily. So if price... Ah, yeah. Okay, now I know what I did here. So we have a 3-wave move down. Price move back up, overlap with this low, clearly, right? Price action here, price action here. Which now means if you would be very bearish, right? You want an impulse down, being an impulse double 1-2, multi 1-2, or a diagonal. Now an impulse is invalidated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because 4 and 1 overlap, which is not allowed, leaving you with a diagonal multi 1-2. But a diagonal would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is way too early. You need to wait for wave 4 or 5 to be in to start considering diagonals. In other words, your quote-unquote only bearish scenario is then a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a move down, right? 1, 2, 1, 2 down. But if price touches the 886, which is taken from this high to the low, the 886 is a very rare target for a wave 2, right? So if price can touch 0.16, probabilities are higher to take out the high. They're already higher, honestly, because the probabilities are higher. This is a 3-wave structure compared to 1, 2, 1, 2. Reason is that if this is your second wave 1, right? So if this is your second wave 1, you have 1 over here, 2, then this is your second one. This would be your second 2. Your second one, right, is bigger than your first one in time and in price, which lowers the probabilities for it to be a second wave 1 because it's less common. It's not an invalidation, right? But we play probabilities in the markets, don't we? So the probabilities are lower. It's a second 1. Increasing probabilities, this is a corrective structure. which therefore increases probabilities to still take out the high. But if you take 0.16, if you touch this, then unrelated to whatever happens here, right? This is like more of a, this will boost probabilities more. So probabilities higher, this is corrective, yes. If you can touch 0.16, probabilities increase even more. But yeah, on a weekly time frame, on a daily time frame, probabilities higher for all-time highs on KASPA. Cool. I see LTC, Solana. Let me have a look at Sol. Sol is usually very easy because we cover it so often on the channel. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I mean, Sol is just moving up, but as expected. So 101. Solana, I mean, you can't really analyze it at the moment. The probabilities were higher for Sol to move up, which is what we see now. Probabilities were higher to look for this high, which we did. Probabilities high to take out all-time high because we touched the 886, which we are going to do soon by this pace. And then you're in price discovery, and then you got to wait again to see when the next range forms. So at the moment, I have this on my chart here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. However, the moment you're in price discovery, you need to wait for a range to form. Having a 3 in blue and a white 5 here is a hypothesis. Because we do not have any resistance, any clarity, any whatever. Price moves up. You can see it clearly, right? Few 1-2s, price moves up, volume locally increasing. If price continues up and volume continues increasing, we're going to be looking for higher and higher and higher and higher. And then all of these numbers are going to move up, 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 up. So the moment you go into price discovery, we need to wait for a range to form. And once a range forms, then we can analyze again. At the moment, you can't do anything with Sol. Probabilities are higher to take out all-time high. We were looking here for a wave 4, found support on the range, 2, 3, 6, move up, took out the high. Everything has played out as expected. So yeah, we can't really do too much with Solana. Saw something about LTC here. What a chart. Okay, just checking my scenarios. Ooh, this is very old analysis. Wait, what's the difference here? Okay, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. This is very much old Kun because you can't have a zigzag in W and Y with Y not taking W. So that doesn't work. But you need a 4 here. Or here. Or here. Doesn't matter. Now this is very old analysis from Koen Schobbers. Oh, I feel this is going to be an XRP analysis where basically I'm saying it can be removed. LTC 104. So on LTC, right? Yo, what's up, Mark, by the way? So on LTC, right? You're either looking at 4 or 2. Okay? Probabilities are higher that this is corrective due to the first move being a higher probability 3-wave structure, right? So we don't start at the low, we actually start here. We got move down, move up, move down. Okay? If this is an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have overlap between the low of 1 and the high of 4. Not allowed. Diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, too early. Not relevant. Bearish, 1, 2, 1, 2, down. Your second wave 2, is a lot longer than your first. Second one is longer than your first. Lowers the probabilities. So the probabilities are higher. You're looking at a corrective structure. Now this, however, being a corrective structure, zigzag, 2, maybe a small 4 in there on the lower time frame. Of course, you can have W, X, Y, and up. You can have a finish structure and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction, continuation. That is what I probably attempted here back in the day. So you have your 1 here, 2 here. Wow, naked point of control touched. Look at nostalgia. This is old Koen counting. When my naked point of controls were not blue back in the day, they had this like pinkish color. We're talking little Koen here. It's nice, fun to see. But that must be at least 2022 or something. Yeah, it's years ago, before the channel was alive. So we hit support. That's nice. Now this is then your 3-wave structure. This 1, 2. This is then of course your 4, 5 correction up. So that's your most bullish scenario here. Invalidation is quite clear. Honestly, you don't want price to move below this low. That would be a problem. So you want this now. Price is moving up. Volume is moving up. You honestly just want this to be your invalidation. Right. And in if this is 2 and we look for upside, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Volume increasing, that's what you want in a wave 3 as well. Of course, you like continuation. Honestly, invalidation would be actually this low. You don't want price to do this and move below this low. So what you could even do, right, it's all about risk management and whatnot. But come on, put that down here. Moving below 64 would be a problem. Because that would be a first sign of weakness. Official invalidation is here, but if you count as 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, highest volume coming in, you don't want market structure changes unless you get 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5 finished. And then, so if this is the beginning of an impulse, continue up, invalidation 64.5. If, however, you move down and hit this low, next invalidation is this, hit this low, take this low. And then you just look for price to move down. At the moment, though, daily time frame. Now, this would be another 1, 2, very likely. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can't make it anything else than a multi 1, 2 because of the overlap, if it's bullish. So okay. Well, that being said, though. There we go again. So I just explained probabilities are higher. This is corrective, a 3-wave structure, not a 5-wave structure. Double 1, 2 would be your most bearish, but lower probabilities than counting this as a 3-waver. Therefore, the probabilities are higher. You're still looking for upside, either in a wave 4, 5, right? Look for 5, end of a 5-wave big impulse, and then you get this. Alternatively, you have a finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your 2, but then actually you like a bigger structure. And then you continue up. In both cases, probabilities would still be higher to take the high. Now, we have a 3-wave structure down here. Higher probability 3-waver, increasing probabilities to also take the high. And currently, locally, we know what the probabilities are for this to be impulsive, right? So this is at the moment what matters. So if this is an impulse, continue up, right? We don't want the market structure change. That would be a first sign of weakness at 65. If you hit that low, next bigger sign of weakness is 50. Take 50, then take that low, and then it's bigger retracement. 29. That would be a problem. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin has to move in a bear market, honestly, for Litecoin to go that far down. No? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. So, yeah, I mean, still Litecoin bullish scenario, higher probability. So yeah, we can have a quick peek. Hi Ashley. Wait, is Ash chatting still? I'm not looking. I'm not reading too much chat because of course, of the because of the analysis. Doge is easy, so I can quickly do Doge because Doge will be done in a minute. So on Doge, what's my time here? 111. Okay, so on Doge, we hit the final resistance, the weekly. What's this here? Oh yeah, there we go. That was the main area of support on the chart. Why? In impulsive structures, and you'll learn this when you study Elliott waves, but price likes to retrace to either wave 4 or wave 2, right? Previous structures. So if you have a quick move up, your previous ranges are always your main areas of interest. So that's why this box here is quite simply the price section of this range. So that's the area of support. Yeah. And bullish scenario, yeah. I mean, this. That was also the highest probability. Now price is moving up. Volume is increasing as price moves up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Probably another 1, 2 in here if I look at the candles and then lift off. So now here, of course, you're eventually looking for a bigger 3, 4, 5. So in other words, on Doge, if this is your 1, 2, you look for a 3 and eventually a 4, 5. And your wave 4 preferably is the same size as your wave 2 in time. So that's a long time, actually. That's 4 months. That would be a big wave 4. More bullish even would be 1, 2, 1, 2 continuation, but this might feel like a bear market of 4 months, even though it's actually more bullish. Funny enough, it's short-term bear market. So yeah, in both cases, you're looking for Doge to move up, take out the high. Probabilities are higher. It's corrective. We were looking for this impulse, correction, impulse. Because of the 4, 5s here locally on the lower here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, probably another 1, 2 in here. On a daily time frame, you are looking for 4, 5s, right? See the highest volume currently in the high. You want to see maybe 1, 2 here, but at least 1, 2, second 1, 2, minimum 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, minimum of 2, 4, 5s. So yeah, you would still expect higher. Invalidation can move up now to the low here on a weekly time frame. On a daily though, your invalidation would be pretty much changing structure. You don't even really like to go below 0.18, but be a bit more safe. You can put it here, 0.14. Oh, we hit the 886, didn't we? Yeah, Doge also hit the 886, taken from the all-time, or not the all-time high, is it? But this high to the low. And because price here touched the 886, the probabilities are higher to still continue the trend on Doge. It's no problem to get retracements, right? That's normal. You just don't want to change structure. And you hit the 886, so yeah, I mean, probabilities remain higher to look up. So there we go. That's your Doge. We are doing a lot of. Yeah, I see. Let me quickly have a look here. What's this? What the fuck is this? Is this correct? Oh. It is. Well. Okay. Wow, that is a wick and a half, eh? Gotta love alts. Oh, what the fuck, man? What's this? So I guess we checked a few charts, so we can assume that that is the all-time high. Right. I'm just trying to find other charts to compare with. Okay, I can't pull this 886 without having other charts where I can pull it. Now this is a very ugly chart, first of all. Reason one, a lot of overlap here. Reason two, what the hell is this? Short, let me have a short think here now. I mean, the only, if you really want to be bullish here, you can't do anything else than counting it like this. Wow, imagine this is like a big ass flat. Boom, buff. Oh, this is sick. These alts, some of them. Look at the size of this wick. That's 150% upside wick. From the high down, it retraced 65%. You better not be the guy that bought here. What do I always say, right? If price is pumping, typical Elliott wave tip. If price is moving quick, always wait for a range to form, right? Do not be that person, Don't be that person, man. So sad. That's why you want to wait for ranges to form. You just do not want to risk taking, like, being that person. Holy shit, that's in one day or 1 week. You lost like 60% of your portfolio. Probably people leverage in here thinking, oh, take high, and then boom, liquidated in a week. Wow, insane. So yeah, anyway, you have to have a diagonal here. There's not really another option. 0, 3. Ooh, that is a very short 2 though. If you want to finish wave 2 here, that's a very short wave 2. But it's possible. You're bearish. I mean, that's still bullish because now price took out this high here. Probabilities are actually higher to go up. Still, doesn't have to be directly. Your bearish now becomes an expanding flat. You did move into the 1.618 and. It does lower probabilities for a flat, but I don't really know AGLD, and it looks very, I don't know, very wicky. I mean, very wicky. So a flat in A, B, C, and then up, still bullish. More bullish is 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is just another 1, 2. So you have your low. 1, 2, 1, maybe like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Maybe a double, triple, doesn't matter. You're looking for up. And then you would count this as another 1, 2. Now the problem, so that's your invalidation, is price moving below that. That would be not so good. So here, right, if we look for bullish continuation, 1, 2s, And you just count this as another 1-2 where whatever this is, like a fluke of some sort, doesn't matter. But in a bullish scenario, you would count another 1-2 up where your invalidation is going to be the previous low. If you take out this low and you change the structure, one second. Yeah, if you take out this low, the probability is actually increased that you have a bigger corrective structure. Yeah, I'm on Adventure Gold US dollar. Thanks, Mark. An older chart as well. Ah, okay. Ah, thanks, guys. Okay, yeah, I see. I'll check that one out in a second. But yeah, if you take out this low, 0.95, probabilities increase to actually take out the next. Because you, or at bare minimum would be a longer sideways range. But the probabilities increase to take the low if you take this one, because you change structure. So in a bull scenario, your 2 is in. In a bear scenario, you count this as a 3 and you move up later. WXY or flat ABC, doesn't matter, but you look for up. Probabilities are higher though to move up, because if this is a zigzag, low, low. Yeah, you didn't hit the common target for a zigzag. You hit the rare target, the 0.618, but not the common target. So you hit the target. It's just, it's all probabilities, no? So yeah, what was that bigger one? AGLD USDT. This one. Yeah, no, this is not a lot more. Yeah, but I would need to chart. But I guess that, I mean, I guess I explained it as much as we needed, I suppose. So yo, Alpha, you better manage to get in at the low. It's only 62,000%. Yo, what goes up quick can go down quicker. Let me have a look at the other chart if this is exactly the same. Yeah, it is. Ooh, okay, main area of support. That's your range here. From a weekly time frame. Okay, so overlap here between this low and this range, right? You can see the overlap. So we can't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably highest volume in the low as well. Volume peak, right? Local move down from the high. Peak volume, highest volume in the low. Higher probability it's corrective, not impulsive. Highest volume, preferably in an impulse wave 3 for a 4 and 5. 4 retrace too high. Increasing probabilities that this is corrective, not impulsive. That's all you then need to know. And Bitcoin is flushing. Are we moving? Oh yeah. Yeah, a bit of moves. Let's see if the probabilities of Friday play out. Remember the live stream on Friday where we said this move to the upside, higher probability corrective? Who was there? Who was there on Friday? Yeah. Yeah. So let me identify a bit of support. Oh, by the way, this wick can also, of course, be a very interesting, funny support resistance area if price does come down that far. Weekly time frame, we have just a quick bit of analysis here. We did touch this one. Daily. Oh, interesting. Volume as well. Oh, wow. Most of the volume is still in this box. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is clearly your support area down. So, look, probabilities are, so there we go again. Is this impulsive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no overlap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no overlap. Diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, too early. 1, 2, 1, 2, that's your bearish scenario. Take a fib. Let's see how high we retraced. Did we hit the 886 already, or did we not? Ooh, almost. Anyway, probabilities are higher. This is corrective. So by all means, the probabilities are higher to still take out this high. Now the percentages on this thing are really big, right? That's 150 up, and if you go down to support, that's 80%. So that's not no mean feat. If you lose this though, there's not much left. I mean, you can go up very quick. You can also go down very quick. So, but still, probability is higher. This is corrective, so probability is higher to take out the high. But I cannot say too much about would you come down to support again. Then we need to have a look here. What? Okay, anyway, 886 is touched. Probabilities are higher to still take out this high. Because if this is bearish, 1, 2, 886 is rare for a wave 2, common for B's, X's. Any move down has a higher probability of being a C or Y. Probability is higher to take out the high. and then you take it from there. And if you take out this high here, you're also likely going to hit the 886 pulled from this high to the low, which significantly reduces probabilities of a 1-2-1-2 very bearish scenario, which already has lower probabilities than a 3-wave corrective structure. So on the long term, you still expect price to take out the high, yes. Can it move down? That would be 1-2-1-2. You have the potential 1-2-1-2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, by the way. What's the volume? Yeah. So this 15, 1, 2, up, this, there. And then, oh wait, I need to up my, there we go. Oh no, wasn't necessary. I'm trolling. There we go. 3, 4, 5. This is similar to Solana, right? Invalidation. Yeah, so in a impulsive scenario, you see what I have on the chart. This would be a wide 4, but hitting the yellow line would lower probabilities because price action of a wave 2 overlapping with the wave 4 is a strong guideline, not a rule, but strong guideline. You don't want to see that in an impulse. So if you do move down and you hit yellow, you're going to count this differently. And then your bullish scenario becomes, can I get a diagonal in here? Probably not. Nah, man. No, that's an if you want to count a diagonal in here, that's an expanding diagonal, which is very rare. Never prefer it unless everything else feels. So you're going to have 1, 2, 1, 2. and another 1, 2. Alternatively, you do count expanding diagonal 1, 2, 1, 2 up. By all means, your bull market invalidation is this low. That would be a problem. Take out this low, you're going to be looking for even lower. But yeah, probabilities on the weekly on Nosana still higher to take out this high. At the moment, locally on a 4-hour time frame, was it? We touched the 886, so yeah, probability is higher to take out this high here. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. You know, you gotta look for opportunities. I would personally on this coin still be interested to look for buy opportunities. But of course, if you know, preferably price retraces to support or it passes some areas of resistance, and you know, I don't know the support and resistance areas on this coin, but yeah, if you take out the 886, it's no longer corrective. Now, if you have a move, right? Wait, if you have a check. So if price retraces, so you have a clear high, right? So price moved up, bum, and made a high. Price retraces, comes back up. The moment price touches the 886, any move down, if you get a move down, is a higher probability C or Y or whatever corrective structure. Your probabilities after an 886 touch are always first higher to take out this high at some stage. Only when price really starts to move away, then you can consider something else. But the moment you hit an 886, cleared from a clear high to a low or a clear low to a high, not in the middle of a corrective structure. We have a high here. If this is impulsive, right, you take the high to the low, 886 is hit, meaning probabilities are low. This is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you're checking. So if you do move down, probabilities are higher. It's corrective to then go back up still, right? 886 touched, probabilities higher. Everything here is corrective. Probabilities higher to take out the high. Same works the other way around. You just got to practice a bit with which highs and lows to take. So AVAX. I mean, AVAX is now finally moving above the SR area. What day is it today? It's Sunday, right? Yeah, so that means the week will close. Might look for a potential retest. See if we can close a weekly candle on top of support, or at least closing a candle above this area is a sign of strength. That's something we've been talking about a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So we hit support, which was the point of control here. Bullish scenarios on my chart. And the main area of resistance is the white box here. So closing a candle above would at least be a first sign of strength. Also here, move to the downside, right? Quick, sideways, quick, sideways, quick. Overlap, not allowed in an impulse. Diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Needs to be a contracting diagonal in this case. Now, is this possible? I think that's my bearish scenario, I think. But from here to here. Yes, that is possible. Oh, wait. First got to check. Is it? No, it's not. Sorry. So because 4 is bigger than 2, which is not allowed. So we can't have diagonals here, and then you only have multi-1-2s, but that's not relevant. You change market structure. So yeah, bullish. AVAX remains bullish. Highest probability is the bullish count. Still looking for the highs. Ah, damn, I forgot to write down the timestamp for AVAX. I mean, we finished it very quick, probably like 1:32. No, 1:33, I guess it is. Yeah. Oh, ETH. Yeah, we actually haven't looked at ETH. Let me take a quick look. Uh, ETH is like also currently in like an XRP status. So the problem with ETH is like it's the same as XRP. It's like it doesn't make too much sense to try and count the very low time frames because it starts to become very messy. What was the time of the stream? I need this for timestamps. 1:36. It just starts to messy. I mean, it's just you got to start counting in more detail. But in my case, I have two 886s on the chart. The big one is taken from the all-time high to the low here. The second one is taken, the small one, from this high to this low. You hit the 886 here, you hit the bigger 886, probability is higher to look for all-time highs still. Now, from a scenario perspective, this is your, I guess, bearish scenario as well, where you still look for price to take out the high for a flat. Zigzag, double zigzag, flat, take out the high, move down, and then move up. But you're still going to look for price to at least take out this high, if not also all-time high. So, and then you have a triangle. So here you would have your A, B. This needs to be W, X, Y, and C. So you then have W, X, Y, right? Double zigzag, but 1 second. Where is it? We touched the 0.7, which means that a double zigzag WXY has now significantly lowered in probabilities. So in a triangle, you would preferably actually have a finish C. And you would have D, and then you still need E. I mean, wow, it's a very ugly proportion of the like big, no, it starts to cramp up, but you know, that's still a scenario where you look for up. Invalidation is taking out the low, by the way. Bullish scenario is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction to continuation. So it doesn't matter. All the scenarios, higher probability on ETH long term to still look for the all-time high minimum, taking out this high, but likely all-time highs and price discovery. It's just the exact scenarios and stuff on the lower time frames. We've sometimes had a look, but yeah, I mean, it also, especially this bounce here, ending on a high amount of volume like Bitcoin. Yeah, it's just corrective price action probabilities. So it's not that's pretty much it. Of course, if you're bullish, if this is a wave 3 to the upside, highest volume for wave 3, you're going to be looking for 4 5s. Right, so 4 5 4 5 4 5. So in other words, you can take a Fibonacci. I mean, I would just take it from the low. I mean, 1 2. From here, just take it from here, and then your invalidation is 2.725. Officially, it's actually this high, but yeah. So at the moment, the probabilities would be interesting to look for potential of 4s. Target area for your wave 4, invalidation for a wave 4. Invalidation of this being an impulse or a multi 1-2 is changing structure. But then again, higher time frame, looking up. Mana. I gotta go, everyone, very soon because I've been live already for a while now, and people here are also going to bed as I am not home. Mana. Decentraland. Didn't I analyze this already recently? Which means that I don't think I have anything to add. Yeah. Main aerial support, previous range. So bullish and bearish, right? Bullish, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your 1, 2 up. Bearish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction down. Maybe take it to this one here. Minimum target 382, not yet touched. Even in a bearish scenario, you're preferably still looking for at least a retracement into the fibs. Price moved down sharply, and you can see you now go sideways, which means probabilities increase for price to bounce into the fibs. And then once you move into the fibs, it depends on the structure and the volume. Because we can see there is definitely potential for a 5 waiver, but that of course would be bearish, 5, 3, 5, and then later up, or potentially all-time lows. But bullish is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correction, and then up. No? But in both cases, we're on a weekly time frame, so it will take a few months. But we can see sharp move down, sideways price action, stabilizing, right? Probabilities increase the longer you go sideways to look for a move to the upside. Minimum target for any retracement is commonly at least a 382. I mean, not true. Common target is 05786. The 382 is not a very common retracement target for like just general probabilities. 05786 is always higher than only the 382. But that would be a minimum target, and we didn't even reach it here. We didn't reach this here. So therefore, one would still be preferably looking for the 382. Also BBL, by the way, happy birthday. There you go. Render we also did recently. Please, guys, keep an eye on my YouTube channel. That's right now. Was it here? Where did we do render? We did render in one of the altcoin streams. I think we did render on a maybe a normal stream, but on render, there you go. Let's see what I have here. WXY resistance. So currently at resistance. Yeah, I mean, tricky start for an impulse, extended 5, but yes, we have done Litecoin. Litecoin was 1 hour and 4 minutes into the live stream. So your bullish scenario, of course, is invalidation all-time low. Common target is 194, 0.786, 0.634. But locally, and this is what matters the most, is this support resistance area is very important, right? As you can see here, right? So we have some support, 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 resistance, 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 and here we are again. So yeah. We now have overlap between this low and the high. Is this an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No. Impulse invalidated. Overlap, diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, too early. Bearish scenario is 1, 2, 1, 2 down. Second one, much longer in time and price than the first, lowest probabilities. Other words, probabilities higher. This is corrective, not impulsive, which increases probabilities on a high time frame to still look for the highs. Gotta find a good opportunity though. For me, that's the reason why I have the box. Moving at least above this box and closing a candle above it is a bit of a sign of strength. We're currently in the middle of the box. Now this is of course a bullish scenario. What do I have here? That's your bearish scenario, but this one has lower probabilities. So there's always, this is one bullish, but alternatively is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 would be insanely bullish, no? Just a multi 1, 2. It's just, yeah. Do I really find this interesting? Not really. Bearish scenario is 1, 2, 1, 2 down. The moment you hit the 886 taken from this high to the low at 10.3, probability significantly reduce, but they're already higher for an ABC instead of 1 to 1 2, because your second one would be so much bigger than your first, which is lower probabilities. It's just the way it is, I guess. But this is one of the charts where I would like to see a bit of a sign of strength, which would at least move us above the support resistance area. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is not. You're at all-time lows. So you can't use all of this. This is all useless because this is the all-time low on the chart, at least on Coinbase. So the only part you can analyze is this. And then quite simply, if bullish, then that's your invalidation. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, three-wave correction, impulse continuation. Invalidation is this. If you take out this low, all-time lows. Everything before that low is irrelevant to an Elliott wave count, because it just goes down. It's it's all corrective. Yeah. Autumn. We're finally. The older Kun likes it when younger Kun actually writes stuff down on a chart. Okay, so we hit support, value area high. We're still below such a big level on the chart. Resistance, 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 support, support. Question mark. Bullish scenario. Whatever W, both cases you look for a zigzag in Y. Okay, thank you, Kun. That's your invalidation. Put that in there. So, yeah, weekly. Yeah, you can see we have like what I don't know which one of these is the high. What's this? 448. 448. Okay, it's the same high, but in both cases, down, sideways, straight line. We could have a 4 here. You can see the wick, and then a couple of sideways candles. So of course you could have a 4 matching your 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then if this is 5, 5, 3. Then you have 5, 3, 5, but now price retraced, move back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 invalidated. So you would need a deeper 4 or 5. So that would be bearish. It's just very zigzag ABC daily. Yeah, you see there's a bit of a range here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Made another low here on lower volume. That's of course your bearish scenario is an impulse. Okay. Clear. Bullish scenario is either an ABC or a WXY. Don't really care too much what it is. It's either 333 or 535. And then here you have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 potentially. Take it from high to low. If price can move up and touch 8, if price can move up and touch 8, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. That's your bearish scenario. Look, you at least want to move above this support resistance area minimum, because of the potential problem with impulses. Touch 12.3. If price does this, touch 12.3, probability is higher. This is corrective. Probability is higher to take out the high. At least these highs, minimum, but also you slowly increase probabilities to take out the high. Because your bearish scenario is I mean, it's quite simply a wave 1, wave 2, another 1, another 2, all-time lows. Now, we can't count this 1 2 3 4 5 as mentioned because of the overlap. Diagonals is too early, so you got to go into 1 2 1 2s. So that's your bearish scenario. Now we are clearly at resistance. It's not interesting at all as long as you're not above this resistance period, and preferably you actually change the structure, because then you're really going to talk about, oh, you know, three-wave structure and move up. I gotta say, like a multi 1 2, like 1 2 1 2 is I would like a corrective. Yeah, that's a corrective structure that's 4 times longer than your move down. This is 4 times longer than the move down. It's not great for the probabilities for bears. 1 2 3 4 5. Is this a very deep 4, by the way? Looks like it, no? Yeah, it is very deep 4. Would be a way forward, a 618 touch if that's the case. So yeah, Atom is not yet awesome. You kind of know what I look for, right? Move above this box, close a weekly candle. I don't care about moving above. Close a weekly candle above the box, step 1. Step 2, preferably change structure, but hit this 886 at 12. Come on. Or the, yeah, 886 at like 12. Yeah, 12.3, step 2. Hit the 886. Probabilities increase. This is corrective. Increases probabilities to take down. So, yeah. ICP is very easy, so let me see this. Okay, that's all your SR levels. Poof. There you go. Bullish scenario. Invalidation, the low. Of course, this is very, oopsie daisy. This is very, very tricky. 1 2, you can count an impulse here. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. So yeah, you can count this as an impulse. We never yet had a partner leg. So if this is a you know, it looks like a proper fiver, no? 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. I mean, you can see it, but we never had a move back above this high, so it makes you think like, well, from a probabilities perspective, you would still be looking for price to take out this high. Actually, if this is it looks like a good 5 wave, straight down, sideways, potential here for a barrier triangle, but then you look for a 3-wave structure. If bearish, of course, you want to count an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we overlap here? No. Did we hit the 618 here? Dancing with the devil, yo. Almost overlap, almost 618. It's still not, it's not great for a wave 4 to be so close to the overlap with a 1 and touching a 618. So right, and besides, if this is 1, this is 2, 3, then all of this is 4, and then you expect 5. And then the thing is that so this is Elliott waves like trading, like even if you then take out this low 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you look for 5, hit the order block, interesting support at like 4.7. Yes, that's why I have the box here, it seems. 4.6, 5.2. And then this is where even in a bearish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 area of interest, look for a bounce. Even in a bearish scenario, this is the area, this is the interesting move. And then as price moves up, once you hit resistance areas, probably the point of control of this range, 786 is here. That's an important TP. Depending on the move up, you can look for the highs. So even in a bearish scenario, you would look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, buy, pop. No financial advice. We're on YouTube. And then this is decision point. Now on a lower time frame, this here counts quite nice as an impulse, and I can't really count it as a flat ABC because B is so low. So it looks better as a 5, but then you would, all of this needs to be 3, and then you need another 5 to take the high. I dig it. If price action, by the way, overlaps with this low before taking out this low, very high probabilities, this is 3, very high probabilities that whatever happens, you take out this high. There you go. Yo, Max, what's up, mate? So, yo, cheers, Obelix. I appreciate that, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I mean, I like counting, of course. I like the puzzle. So no, I mean, I'm happy. Hopefully, people like it goes quick, but hopefully, people learn a thing or two while watching as well. Guys, it's almost 11 p.m. here. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. I can't because we have done a lot. Plus, you know, people here. I'm not at home now, so don't have the usual flexibility. But I really gotta move. And we've done a shitload. We've done SEI, XRP, JASMY, Prime, IMX, KASPA, Sol, LTC, DOGE, AGLD, AVAX, Ethereum, MINA, Atom, and ICP. Sorry for the webcam. It's really shit, but that's the way it is now. So I'm currently in the Netherlands. I have to speak the whole week. So yeah, I gotta move. Thanks everyone for being here. Sorry for the quality. I might just actually close like this now. I only have one screen at the moment here. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Time for me to also go to bed. I woke up at 3:50 this morning, 10 to 4, to catch my flight in the early morning. So yeah, I look forward to sleep as well. I will quickly put the timestamps into the VOD, change the title to the coins, There will be more opportunities, of course, with more alts, but we've done a lot today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 alts. I don't know what the record is, but pretty close. I think it's like 20 or something. But and not bad. We did all of that in what, like 2 hours? Wow, exactly 2 hours. So perfect. So yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate you guys being here. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, and I will speak to you again very soon. Tomorrow will be probably a normal update in the morning, but at least a live stream. So yeah, you can yeah, I'll be talking to you during a live stream. Have a good night.